How's it going, guys? Welcome to my new video, Top 3 Bosses for New Players to Bossing. Before I start this video, I just want to mention that I'm not going to be including any Giant Mole or KBD. Those are really simple bosses to kill, and anyone can kill them. But the GP per hour is terrible, so I'm not going to be including those. I'm going to be including 3 bosses that are fairly easy to kill for low level players. Around 70 or 80 combat stats should be enough to do it. And you can also make a bit of money off this too. So without further ado, guys, let's get on with it. The first boss on the list is Beerus Brothers. These you can make around 2 to 3 mil per hour, depending on how fast you can get the kill. The recommended stats are level 70 to 80 combat stats. You can use any combat style that you would like. It does not really matter. As long as you have at least 43 prayer for the protection prayers, you should be good to go. So bring some prayer pots to keep that going. The gear you should be using should be tier 75 armor. So depending on your combat style that you prefer, you should either use subjugation for mage, bandos for melee, or armadillo for range. As well with the weapons, you can either use Bandos god sword, any kind of god sword you would like. Armadillo crossbows would be fine. Any tier 70 to 80 staff should be fine as well, such as the Staff of Light. And as well as chaotic equipment, if you could get some of that, that would be pretty good to use here. And you could get some decent kills per hour and make quite a bit of money. It is recommended that you complete Draken's Medallion quest. With this, it gives you the medallion so you can teleport right here, because you do need to bank quite often. Once you loot the chests, you cannot deposit them directly to the bank. They need to go to your inventory and you need to bank them, so this would really help. Also, the hard Mortiana tasks would also be really useful. These allow you to get double the runes when you're collecting the loot from your chests, so this would increase your profit by a pretty good amount. Just some basics about this boss. There are 6 tombs around here that you need to just click the shovel. You go down, you just want to search the sarcophagus, and then you fight them. It is pretty simple. In one of these sarcophaguses, there will be a dungeon under it. Make sure you kill all of them, all of the bosses before you go down, because then you have a chance of getting a rare item. Greater chance of getting a rare item that's worth 1 to 3 mil each. So kill them all first, and on this clip here, there's the dungeon. You go down, you have to go through it. It's pretty simple. You just want to find the open doors, get to the middle. So here, I can't really find it. It's the one back there. So you go to the door that's open, keep on doing that. You'll get to the middle. The last Beerus brother should pop up, and you kill him. Go into the middle room. There's a puzzle, really simple to complete. You can look them up on the internet if you'd like. Just find all the solutions to make it faster. And then you loot the chest and go at it again. The next best boss that I suggest new players to kill is Bandos. Now this is a pretty simple boss. It does deal quite a bit of damage. And to get here you just want to go to the God Wars dungeon. You need to kill 40 Bandos minions and then you can enter the room. The requirements for this are 70 strength. You do need that to enter the room. Another requirement for killing Bandos is a partial completion of the Control Stronghold. You should just complete it, or start it at least, so you can come here. And another recommended item that you should have is the Vampirism Aura. This would really help. I have it in my inventory right now. You buy this item from loyalty points, and this item restores 5% health of the damage you deal. So if I deal 1000 health, I will restore, or if I deal 1000 damage, sorry, I will heal 50 health. So it'll go like that, and it really helps because Bandos hits really hard and you need as much health as you possibly can get. Another suggestion for just banking these items, as you can see I have a pack yak where I just send it to the bank, but most people don't have this, so I would suggest either bringing magic notepaper for the bones. It also, Bandos also drops a lot of rune items that can be alched for a lot of money, so I would bring some high alching runes, so 5 fire runes, 1 nature rune for each one, so I'd just bring quite a few of those. 100 nature runes, 500 fire runes should be enough, and that should last you a full trip. And as well, I would probably get some higher level equipment, maybe tier 75. You could do it. It would be tougher, as well as the tier 75 weapons would be okay as well. So it's kind of the same requirements as Beerus Brothers, although it is a harder boss to kill, so you would be able to kill less. With level 80 combat stats, I would suggest doing duo for Bandos. You still do make quite a bit of money. You can get the chest plate worth 3 mil. It's a really nice drop to get, as well as the tacit drops 1 to 2 mil, and all the other drops add up almost to 1 mil each. So it is pretty good boss to kill, and you can make a lot of money off it. Some suggestions to help you guys kill the Bandos easier would be to bring a shield. You can use the rejuvenate ability to heal up every once in a while, as well as the resonance ability. So when he's about to hit you for a big hit, you can use that, and the damage that he's going to deal, you heal to yourself. So that would be really useful. As well as for prayer, I would suggest using protect from melee if you don't have curses, which curses are a high requirement, so I'm not expecting you guys to have them. But at least use protect him from melee, because he uses melee the whole fight. There isn't really any specific mechanics, you kind of just stand there and hit him, so it's pretty good for beginners, and you can make pretty good money off it too, so it's not too bad. The last thing I would like to mention is how much DP per hour you can get from Bandos, and you can get around 2 to 3 mil depending on your luck and depending on how many kills you can get in your full hour of Bandos. The last boss on my list, and it is the best one for new players, the boss you should strive for, is Queen Black Dragon. And yes, this boss is pretty hard. It is definitely the hardest on this list, but it is one that you need to be able to do if you want to be killing endgame bosses such as Araxor or Telos or bosses like that. QBD is located in the Grotworm lair, and the GP per hour you can get from killing QBD is from 3 to 4 mil per hour, depending on how fast you can kill it. Also, the requirements for killing QBD aren't really that hard. You just need the Song from the Depths quest completed, as well as 60 summoning. Also, highly recommended stats to have are 80 herblore, so you can make super anti-fires. These are pretty much essential for QBD. You could probably get away with an anti-fire and a dragon fire shield, although the super anti-fire is definitely much better. The gear you should be using is at least tier 75. Now tier 80, tier 90 is preferred. I started killing QBD at tier 75. I was wearing full armadillo with armadillo crossbows, so you can do it. You just need to learn the mechanics. As you can see in this clip, I'm using some pretty low level gear myself. I am using Anima Core of Zamorak, which is tier 80 armor, as well as armadillo gloves and boots, so tier 75. My crossbow is the royal crossbow that you can actually make here, so you will be able to get this so you can fight this boss. It's tier 80 crossbow, so it's pretty low stuff. My stats are 99, so that does help, as well as I'm using overloads and curses. But I do get the kill, and I barely use any food. Also, I kind of screwed up at the start of the kill. So it's not too hard for low-level players or people new to bossing. You should have those stats, like at least 80. I would say at least 80 combat stats. So I prefer range doing this. That's another thing. You can pick any combat style you like. Ranged and mage I find is better because you don't have to stand right up at the dragon, but you can melee the dragon. I do know people that only melee QBD and get really good times, so it is all up to you. It's your preference. I also want to give you guys just two simple tips for killing QBD. It really helps, and it will really help you kill this boss. Now, the first tip is these purple shade guys. So I'm just gonna put this clip in slow-mo, and as you see here, I'm killing him. I'm on the second stage, and then you see that purple text in the chat box, and then two ghosts pop up. You want to run away, and that circle right there deals a lot of damage, and if you can run past the ghosts or whatever, it will hit them and not you. That is mostly what kills you, that right there. So definitely try to avoid that because it deals a lot of damage. Another really useful tip is when the ghost is chanting out words just like this here. So when you see these words, it means he's gonna freeze you in about 10 seconds, and then you are most likely going to die. So you want to kill him as soon as you see those words pop up. Just kill him right there. And lastly, just another quick tip is that fire thing that's coming at you, there's one open space you can walk through. I usually just tank the hit because it doesn't deal that much damage, but you can do whatever you want. If you do need more health, I would advise trying to get through the thing. So finally, QBD is a really tough boss for new players. It does take some time to kind of learn. Try and use my tips and tricks to help you kill it. You will get it eventually. It just takes practice, and you'll make pretty good money because the drops are really consistent. You saw that drop right there, 200k, and you get that pretty much every time. So lots of money can be made killing this boss. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope this guide helped you find some bosses that you will be able to kill. Since you are new to bossing and low level, bossing is really end-game content, and it's really fun. You can make a lot of money off it. So definitely get into these lower level bosses, and you'll be able to kill some higher level bosses pretty soon. So good luck, guys, and if you liked my video, please leave a like because it would really help, and subscribe for more videos like this. And see you next time, guys. Peace.